At exactly 6:42 a.m., on a fog-heavy Tuesday morning, Daniel Kovach stepped off the gravel road and into Black Pine Woods. No one ever saw him come back out. What makes this disappearance unsettling isn't just the silence that followed. It's the fact that Daniel had spent the last 2 years telling anyone who would listen that if something ever happened to him, there was only one man who could be responsible, and that man was powerful. Black Pine Woods sits on the edge of a small town that survives on loyalty and fear in equal measure. Everyone knows everyone. Everyone knows what not to say. Daniel Kovach didn't fit. He was a quiet man in his early 40s, a mechanic by trade, widowed, with no political influence, no money, and no family name that carried weight. Just grease-stained hands and a stubborn sense of right and wrong. That stubbornness made him dangerous. 2 years before he vanished, Daniel discovered something he was never meant to see while repairing a county-owned SUV, a false compartment, cash, ledgers, names, dates, payments, tied to zoning permits, land seizures, and a private development project that had displaced dozens of families. All of it pointed to one person, Councilman Victor Hale. Victor Hale was untouchable. He funded schools, donated to churches, and sponsored local police initiatives. In public, he was generosity itself. In private, people whispered his name like a warning. Daniel didn't whisper. He went to the police. The report disappeared. Then the inspection records vanished. Then Daniel started getting pulled over, fined, audited, inspected. His garage failed safety checks for reasons no one could clearly explain. When Daniel tried again, this time with a regional journalist, the journalist backed out within 24 hours. No explanation. Just a tight voice on the phone and one sentence, "I can't help you. Please don't call again." Daniel began documenting everything. Audio recordings, copies of ledgers, a journal hidden behind a false wall in his garage. And then came the threats. Not dramatic ones. No anonymous letters. No masked men. Just Victor Hale himself. One evening, Hale walked into Daniel's garage unannounced. No security. No raised voice. Just calm confidence. "You're chasing shadows," Hale said, glancing around the shop. "Men like you get hurt doing that," Daniel replied. "Men like you count on silence." Hale smiled. That smile would haunt Daniel's final days. Friends noticed Daniel changing, sleeping in his garage, jumping at sounds, repeating the same sentence over and over. "If I disappear," it wasn't an accident. He mailed copies of his evidence to 3 different addresses, one to a post office box under a fake name, one to an out-of-town cousin, one he never said where it went. Then, on a Sunday night, Daniel posted a final message online.